Neighbors 2 Sorority Row is directed by Nicholas Stoller, stars Zac Efron, Seth Rogen, Rose Byrne, Chloe Grace Moretz. If you have seen the first movie, pretty much everybody's in from the first movie. What is this movie about? This movie takes place a few years after the events of Neighbors. Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne have their daughter, of course, and they're about to have another one. So they want to move out of the house. Pretty much, they need to have the whole house about a month clean, no parties, no anything. And that comes a problem with Chloe Grace Moretz's character in the movie. Pretty much is coming from this Greek where they can't have parties. So she builds up this frat house, and what do you know? It's next door to these guys. So they need to stop it once and for all. And they get the help of Zac Efron. Now, I actually really enjoyed Neighbors, the first one. I really didn't know what to expect. I loved it. So I really was interested in this movie. And while this is not as good as the first film, I liked this movie a lot. And I'm going to talk about why I do. First off, Seth Rogen is great. Rose Byrne is great. You all know that. You all knew they were going to be great. And the humor works for what it is trying to do. Zac Efron steals this movie again. Look, he really is. This is the movies he needs to keep doing because Neighbors 2 works with Zac Efron. Zac Efron is great in this movie. I really enjoy him. I'm not spoiling this, but one of the funniest things I think about this movie is that Chloe Grace Moretz, when he wants to join their sorority, I thought this was hilarious. They think he's old, so he goes and helps these guys out. I thought that was awesome. That was hilarious because the fact that they thought he was old, that's why he went and decided to go help. I really thought that was funny. Chloe Grace Moretz, fantastic in this movie. Like, this is a great movie. This is a great performance from her. She's absolutely great. Her and Zac Efron, there's kind of how Zac Efron was that part in the first movie, and now how Chloe Grace Moretz is in this movie. I feel like that really worked for her role. I like her in this movie. I thought she was great. The comedy works for the most part. However, a lot of the comedy was in the trailers, and I felt like it worked for what it needed to do. However, for a lot of comedy sequels that don't work, this movie works for what it's trying to do, and it's a comedy sequel, and it works. And I really enjoyed this movie for what it is. My problems with the movie, there are a few. There's a ton of the characters that do not need to be in the movie that are in the first one that honestly, if you cut out of them, they could have been fine. Some of the humor does not work. However, from the movie, I really had a great time with this movie. There was certain stuff in the movie, like this fat girl that I saw in the trailers. I thought she was completely annoying in this movie. That's being said, guys, I enjoyed the movie for what it was going for. That being said, I'm going to give Neighbors 2 a 4 out of 5. The same grade I gave Neighbors 1. Even though I like Neighbors 1 a little more, I still had a great time in this movie. What movie do I recommend going to see? The Nice Guys. Still, I had a really great time with Neighbors 2, and if you want a fun, turn your brain off comedy, go see this movie, guys. Guys, that's going to do it for movie reviews this week, guys. Look out for this Sunday. We're going to talk about first impressions, and we're going to talk about Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Looking forward to that, guys. Also, this Saturday, we are coming back with my story. A good friend of mine named Aaron Banyard, if I pronounce your name, sir, I apologize, is going to bring his story, guys. That will be up on Saturday, guys. Look forward to that, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you guys like this, like, share, subscribe with your friends, and as always, have a great Christmas day.